It's your boy DuckNCover coming at you with an Arena of Valor video. You know, every time we go into a lobby solo queue, it's just so frustrating. Nobody works together. So we're going to show you a way to just get a good build early game and really help dominate the late game. So we're going to go right into it. We're going to choose the hero Wisp just because her ability to damage multiple targets at once is crazy. So we're going to go into a breakdown here, show you all her abilities and how she works. Her passive is really only useful when she dies. She drops a couple bombs, and if they're stepped on, they deal damage. But her first ability, that's where the bread and butter is. She dashes forward, and for the next 5 seconds, she shoots rockets that deal area of effect damage and just massacres people. Her second ability is a rolling barrel that stuns anyone that's at the edge of the range of it. So really effective when coming out of the bushes during the team fight. Her third ability, her ultimate, that is her damage dealer. It's really long range and it's a huge circle and it actually deals crits. So she can actually crit with her base auto attack as well as her ultimate. So building her crit is very effective. So we're going to skip right into the match here. Unfortunately, in solo queue, people pick whatever they want to do. They're not really thinking about team composition and how having multiple people on the team that die quickly can affect you in the late game. So she tries to go Violet, but I asked her kindly to let me play Marksman, and she actually does change to a support. So ideally you do want a mage in the middle lane and Marksman with a support in the dragon lane, a fighter type character in the solo lane, and then an assassin character in the jungle. So fortunately for us, that's exactly what we end up with here. So we have a really good team composition. And the reason that you only want your mage and your marksman as your squishy characters is because you don't want your whole team to die quickly at the end of the game. You need some characters up front to take damage. So our team composition is really good, and the team we're going up against is also very good. So they also have sustain, and they do have lots of damage as well. The marksman's primary goal is damage per second. So it's really the main focus to stay alive and just deal as much damage as you can. So what we're going to try to do, at least in the early parts of the game, is not take any chances. We're really going to try to stay behind our tank and try to stay alive. Now, lots of times, the opponent's team is going to try to steal your jungle at the beginning of the game. So me and Chognar are actually going to go hide in the bushes over here and make sure that they can't get this jungle buff to put our jungler behind. So we're just going to hide in the bushes. Liliana does make a play, but she senses Tulin's there, so she turns for the mid lane. So we did our job and we deterred her. So we're going to head towards lane now. I pinged the rally so that my support knows to follow me. Really good to have a support follow you around early game. Even though this Chognar is really going to disappear on me. Here, we're just going to focus on getting the minions and the extra gold. We're going to actually be able to make a play and steal this bird, which is going to give us vision on the opponent's team. And it's also going to give us extra experience in gold. Here, I'm able to chase him off. It's too early, and I really shouldn't be making a play this aggressive. But we are able to deal some damage and steal the minions. But we take an early death here. Now, when we're dead, Chognar is not going to be able to deal the damage necessary to kill them. That's why it's just so important for the marksman to remain alive, so that you can out-damage the opponent's team. So, now we're going to start to play a little bit safer here. Just try to get farmed and fed. That way we can really take over the game towards the mid-game and onto the late game. It's the assassin's role early game. To kind of carry the damage. They jungle and bounce around into the lanes and try to gank as many people as they can. So what the marksman's job here is to just get fed in the early stages. Don't take too many chances. Don't let the assassin get on you. So you want to just stay near the tower, near your tank. You see the Batman logo flashing over Chognar's head. I am going to try to bait him out. I do land the perfect stun on him here, and we're able to just deal massive damage here. We're going to just focus the bird. So good to get as much experience as possible. That's why we're going to come up here. We're going to get this farm on the minions in lane. We're gonna harass them, but we don't want to make too much of an aggressive play, so we're gonna retreat here. We could have pushed tower. I wanted to at least get one shot on the tower, but it wasn't gonna work out. Tulin does come back for me, so we're able to get away here. So the Abyssal Dragon was killed by the enemy while we were doing that. That's really bad to give up the first dragon. It just gives the opponent extra gold and extra farm, but fortunately for us, we're able to kite this Batman down and get the jungler, who's the primary damage dealer early game. So being able to shut him down is very important. It takes away what they're able to do as a team, whereas the Marksman early game is just your goal to farm. So it's not so bad to get the kill and die early. It's not something you want to continuously do, but in that situation, we're able to shut the Batman down early and don't let him snowball. So it's really good for us there. So we're just going to worry about our farm here. It's too early in the game to try to get a kill. Don't try to go for early towers or try to go too far into enemy territory early game. You just want to kill as many minions and get the last hits on as many minions as possible to get the extra gold. Here we're going to try to get the bird. We deal a lot of damage on it, but unfortunately for us, Violet's able to tumble and steal it with the last hit here. So we didn't get any gold there. She was able to steal that gold. But here we're able to just dominate the lane. You notice we're able to keep Violet and Arthur pretty far out of lane. When they do venture into the middle, they take massive damage here. So we're able to just dominate the area and the positioning in lane. They both just narrowly escape with their lives here. We're gonna go around. We're gonna try to make a play on them. Most people try to stop in that bush and back, and knowing that, I'm hoping that I can get an easy kill here. Unfortunately for us, they had already ran back to base, which is a smarter play in some cases. But lucky for us, Liliana comes up and we're able to dash or move to the side and dodge her and just get an easy kill. And then we're gonna run out here. We're gonna try to steal this jungle farm here. But unfortunately for us, again, that Violet's tumble just is able to outrange us and steal that farm. But we're back in lane again. Always focus the wave first. It's really important to remember that it's more important to get the wave so that you can make plays. Don't try to rotate or try to get any early kills without making sure the wave is cleared first. You can't get towers or really make any plays without the wave being pushed. So it's very important. Here we clear the wave. We're able to get an assist. We die there, unfortunately. But we're able to get the assist and the wave is pushed. So we're not going to take any tower shots at all. We're actually going to get push on tower because we took the wave. So it takes an unfavorable position and actually gives us a win there on the exchange. So it's always very important to remember that you want to get the farm and the minions first before trying to make any other kinds of plays. Right now in the game, we are ahead. We're tied on the kills, but we're gonna go ahead here on towers pretty shortly. So we're just focusing wave on all three lanes, making plays. Right here, we're gonna use the ultimate just to make sure we get that minion tank, which allows us to create our first fully built weapon. So this jungle bow, it's gonna give us 90 attack damage, 20 crit chance, and also 10% lifesteal. And it also has an active ability, so once per minute you can activate it, and for the next 3 seconds you have 100% lifesteal essentially. So you're just able to sustain through most damage dealers for 3 seconds. It's a really good weapon that they added for the Marksman. We're able to take this dragon here. So since they actually got the first dragon, this is just going to come and bring us more into a competitive standpoint. We get this easy Batman kill because he rotated late to the dragon. So we're able to pick him up easy. We're just completely zoning him out. We're rallying up early, which is always good to do. If you can get your teammates to get together early on in the game, the earlier the better. We're able to just zone him out. We're dominating the lane. We haven't really taken any tower shots. Meanwhile, we've cleared the wave. The minions themselves are being able to take the tower, so we don't have to put ourselves out there. We can just continuously clear the wave. I do notice our mage is not in the mid lane, so I'm going to actually rotate mid. I see this Liliana chasing me, but I know she can't make a play on me. So I'm going to just clear the wave, and we're going to go back top. So I need this plus first. So I'm gonna grab that heal, and I'm gonna wander back up to the top lane because we don't want to miss a wave. So we did save the mid tower there, but we still don't want to miss a wave. So we're actually gonna get here just in time to get the last hits on these minions. Violet deals just insane damage, so she's able to burst me down there. If I was able to activate the bow, I'd probably live that situation and probably end up with the kill there. But we try to go roar to be able to deal massive damage per second. Unfortunately, it was the riskier choice. Most times you want to activate the bow first, but with the roar and the way it works out, you get the most out of it if you're able to pop your roar first. It just takes half a second longer to get to that bow prop. So it's always a careful balance. But here we're able to take a tower. So now we're ahead on the towers. The kill score, we're also ahead by 3 kills. So here's where the snowballing effect starts. Here's where it's important that we are able to get a little bit fed. And we just have to continue to get as much farm as we can. So we're just going to continuously focus the minion wave. We're going to get all these last hits here. At this point of the game, Chaganar is no longer supporting me. I don't know why, but he just hasn't been to lane in a while. So it limits what we can do, and we have to play just a little bit safer. So I'm going to just hide in this bush here, wait for the enemy to come to me. We got to get this bird though, right? Because like I said, we got to get as much farm as we can. So we're going to snatch this bird here, just in time for the wave. At this point, we have some attack speed from our boots, and we just have damage, crit, and we have a little bit of lifesteal. So we have a pretty balanced kit right here at the beginning of the game. So as long as we play safe, we're able to out damage people. Here comes the Chaganar, finally back, ready to support. I want this dragon as early and as often as you can get the dragon. It's very important. The extra experience and the extra gold can't be made up in other ways. So you want to get the dragon as many times as possible. So us able to get this dragon, this is our second dragon for the team, and the opposing team has only killed 1. So we're slightly ahead in terms of gold that we've earned from the dragon, which is very important. Here we're just going to back up. We want the fight to happen under the tower, but we don't have a tower there, so there was no place for us to get. It was just a bad engagement because we just rushed from the dragon into battle. It's often safer to heal up after you get an objective. It's not always safe to double down, essentially, so sometimes you want to keep that in mind. At times it is good to push right after because you have the numbers game, but at a time like that where the whole team is there, it would have been safer for us to retreat as a group. But once one guy goes in, it's always important to follow your teammates, even if it's not the smart play, especially as an ADC. If the team makes an aggressive play and you're not there to deal the damage, it's going to be a useless play. But if you do get there and you're able to get the damage dealt, you can make a stupid play turn out pretty good just by the sheer damage that you can apply. Here, the Wukong understands that it's more important for me to get fed, so he's actually going to let me get the buff and chase off the Batman. So now that just puts me in a position where I can use my abilities faster. Unfortunately, I get stunned here, but I still have insane damage. And you'll see the lifesteal here just be able to sustain me. At this point, we're just dealing good damage. The opponent team just has to run away. I make an aggressive play here. I assume that Batman's going to back, so I go to steal the buff. He's able to just jump on me, pretty much one-shot me, and get the buff. Bad exchange there. Our teammates just, they didn't rally around me, so they left me high and dry out there in the enemy territory, so we were able to make a push and get a couple of them, so they're not able to push on any towers, so that's the bright side. We lost a couple bodies, but we didn't lose any towers, which the towers is how you're going to win and lose the game here, so not too bad of a play. Now, we're just going to keep focusing on farming up, getting as built as we can. We almost have the Clive Sancti built. At that point, we'll have double crit items, extra crit damage, movement speed given to us when we deal a crit. So at that point, we will really be able to deal massive damage. You're already seeing, we're already dealing 1,200 damage per crit on these jungle mobs, which is just incredible early game. Wisp is one of those marksmen. I'm not able to make the play on the dragon here, unfortunately. I was a little late. So the dragon score is now 2-2. but we are still ahead on towers, and at this point we're ahead on kills as well. So it's not too bad of a time to not get the dragon. Here we're able to get the farm. Now we do have the Clive Sanctity built, so now we're going to deal even more crit damage. At this point we're just trying to protect towers, get as fed as we can. I'm rotating towards my teammates. Here I see we got a perfect chance for an ultimate. I'm going to drop an ultimate, ult their whole team at once, and just dash in for the cleanup here. We're already strong, very strong for the early portion of the game. We're able to pick up that triple kill. So now we're just going to grab as much jungle farm as we can. We did grab the Slicks thing, which most people would probably say triple crits too much. But again, with Wisp, because she can crit on her auto attack and her ultimate, the more crit you can get, the better. So we're going to grab the Slicks, which is also, every time we crit, now we're going to get 35 resistance, which is basically 35% reduction to stun time, knock-up time, knockback time, pretty much any control in the game. So every time we crit, we're going to be more resistant, which is great, because as you see, we're critting a lot now with the build, with the triple items. So at this point in the game, we're able to just heavily damage anybody that gets near us. We no longer need the support because we do have the life steal, so we are able to sustain through most people's attacks. So now we're able to just come in here. We're going to pop the roar. We're going to deal massive damage to everybody around us here. And when they try to focus us, we're going to pop the bow and just look at the life steal. My health goes nearly back to full. I pick up the kill there. My life is very low, but because of the life steal, we're able to sustain. We killed 4 of them on that push, so there's only 1 person left alive. I know that I can push here. I can see us trailing him. He backs to base, and I just put this ultimate here so he can't zone out and try to come out and poke us when we're not expecting it. So we're able to zone him out pretty good there. Now we're going to get this jungle mob strictly just to get the life steal. That's why we're going to leave Wukong all by himself on the Darkslayer, because I don't have the health to help on the Darkslayer. So I'm going to pick up this dragon just for the life steal. I'm ready to run at any time here. Just want to get as many hits as I can on it. So we pick up the Darkslayer buff, as well as I pick up the dragon at the same time. So our team just gets extra gold, extra experience, extra damage. Here we build the rank breaker, so now we have the actual armor penetration to deal with tanks. So now it doesn't matter who crosses our path. Tanks are going down just as fast as anyone else. So now I'm just looking for my team to rally up and get around me. At this point, everybody's just kind of like a meat shield. I just need them to stand in front of me and kind of take my damage for me, as I'm able to just deal tons of damage to the opponent's team. Here, I get a little stuck in the circle, so I'm unable to get there for this Violet kill. Now, she gets under the tower. I'm able to one-shot the tower and take it down, and we are able to get the kill on Violet. And I did pick up the assist, but I wasn't able to grab that kill. If I would have rotated perfectly, I would have grabbed that kill easily. Here, we're just going to dash. We're going to pop our roar. And then you just see everything around us is going down so quickly. Pick up another double kill late game. Here, we're going to focus the tower. My teammates are kind of dancing around, kind of targeting enemies, not focusing the tower. Unfortunately, we're going to take the death there, but we are going to get the inhibitor. So it's just going to put us in a very favorable position to win the game. The game is starting to dwindle down into the late stages here. The enemy, all of them are pretty much locked into their base. All they can do at this point is wait and stay in the base and wait and hope that we come in one at a time and do some kind of mistake. Here they come. They're baited out, and they actually come out mid lane. So instead of farming like I would want to, I see the team is engaging. So again, it is my job as the marksman to come deal the damage. So I'm going to get there as quickly as I can, pick up this kill on Batman here. And now my damage is just incredible. Once I come in the base, there's nowhere for them to hide. There's nothing they can really do. I'm dealing too much damage. I'm able to clear waves at all times. Here we grab the beast and we're full built. Able to just take the tower shots and just deal massive damage here at the end of the game. There's nothing their team could really do to defend against it. So we pick up the easy win here. And the reason is we were just able to focus on the farm, get the teammates to rally at good points, pivotal points of the game, and just continuously kill the dragon. So that's how you do it. We picked up the triple kill. We got some pretty decent stats here. Wasn't a great game, but it was an easy win. And that's how you do it in solo queue. You need to be able to rely on yourself. So just stay back and let the plays come to you. And that's all we got here. We're going to be starting up a page and showing just beginners how to get to where we are to be able to make these plays. So it's going to be more geared toward beginners. But advanced players can check it out too, get a little tips here and there. That's pretty much all we got today. Tune in next time, hit that sub button. Make sure we get a like on the video if you did like it. And comment anything that you think that I missed, or who are your favorite ADCs in the game.